Hey there, folks. Today I'm going to explain to you why you're an Antichrist. Now, notice I said an Antichrist, not the Antichrist. That's because in the original translation, Antichrist just means someone who is against Jesus, and buddy, that's you. See, because you're a right-winger, and therefore cowardly and stupid, as we've established, you can't handle even the slightest bit of Jesus' actual teachings because Jesus actually wanted you to be nice to people. Jesus said, love thy neighbor. You don't. You hate your neighbor. Think about it. If you're against people who aren't Christian, people who aren't from the United States, and women, you're against most of humanity. You're against the majority of humanity right there. That's most people. Women are half the population already. Jesus wanted you to open your heart to others. You close your heart to every person you possibly think you can get away with. Jesus was humble. You ain't. Which leads us to the prime reason why you're an anti-Christian, because you worship the Antichrist, or at least the sad, pathetic person in the White House right now who's about as Antichrist as we're probably going to get, apparently. I have to admit, the only reason I don't refer to Donald Trump as the Antichrist very often is I honestly thought the devil would have higher standards than that. You have completely abandoned Jesus as your savior. Now it's Donald Trump as your savior. You have turned your back on compassion, love for thy neighbor. You don't believe in helping the poor or the sick or the lame. You would have no problem with the money changers outside the temple. You have no problem with people making money off religion. In fact, you are so for people making money off of religion that you buy Donald Trump's Bible. Can you frigging imagine? Everything Jesus ever taught, you are diametrically opposed to. Everything you ever said conservatism was about. Nope, that's gone. Small government? No. He expands government all the time. He's expanding government to the tune of billions of dollars for ICE. Individual freedom? Nope. Screw that. You're doing all the stuff that you always said the liberals wanted to do. Well, apparently you never had a problem with it. It just didn't have the right label on it. You're all for fascism as long as there's an R in front of it instead of a D. In fact, you're not only an antichrist, you're a traitor. Because you're against everything that the United States has ever stood for. You definitely don't like democracy. You wish there were no votes anymore. You'd make the Democratic Party illegal if you could. You don't like freedom. Because freedom lets people do things you don't want them to do. You want everyone to be forced to do things your way. You don't care about government overreach, clearly. Again, ICE, billions of dollars, grabbing people off the street. You got no problem with that. You're probably defending it. You have given up everything that what you say you stand for stands for. You say you're a Christian, you hate Jesus and his teachings. You say you're a patriot, you hate America and everything it ever stood for. And you're sure as hell no libertarian. When the jackbooted thugs of the federal government showed up, not only did you and your pathetic little militia completely fail to fight them like you always said you were going to, you welcomed them. You asked, where can I join up? You're all for the jackbooted thugs of the federal government as long as they have an R in front of their name instead of a D. the government is snatching people off the street and sending them to horrible prisons in foreign countries. That sounds like the exact kind of thing the libertarians, supposed libertarians, were always worried about and claiming that it was the liberals were going to do, and now it's happening and you're enthusiastically embracing it. One wonders, is there literally anything Donald Trump could do that you'd object to? I'm going to just leave that as an open question. Honestly, I do not know how you live with yourself. I can only assume that in your heart of hearts you just don't care anymore. It doesn't matter to you. You don't care about America. You don't care about Jesus. You don't care about God. All you care about is seeing the people that you blame for things, stupidly, as I established yesterday, that you stupidly blame for things, hurt. As long as the government is hurting the people you think deserve to be hurt, America and Jesus can go fuck themselves. You are against Jesus, God, America, truth, justice, and the American way, mom, and apple pie. Oh, but it's you that are the patriots, right? You do know that flag's supposed to stand for something, right? I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I'll talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Alright, let's get this done. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Or if you hated this video, please like and subscribe. Or if you didn't even really care, please like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe. No matter what, I don't care. I just want the money. Are you sure? Jeez, I'm turning RFK Jr. here.